Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. We've got over 900 of these available for you in a variety of subjects. Would love to add to the list of things that you enjoy. And so, um, if you are new here, please feel free to reach out. We would love to also be of service to you in the remainder of 2021 into 2022. If you're looking for relationship coaching, dating coaching, habit change stuff, all points in between, would love to be of assistance to you in that way. Please feel free to reach out. There's a couple ways to do that. You can do it through Twitter at PO Perception, or you can let me get my phone. I'll be right back. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Anyway, as we begin to look at the topic for today, you can reach out through at PO Perception on Twitter or in the About Me section of this YouTube page if you're looking for something one-to-one. If you're falling for your best friend, it can be extremely uncomfortable, but there are some signs that may indicate that this is happening or is a potential to happen. They are happening, and you may or may not notice them. And it also is in reverse if your best friend may be falling for you. The first thing is your time goes to them and you're not worried about it. In other words, you enjoy the time you spend with them and get lost in time. A lot of times when you're with somebody that you're not sure it's going to work, you may be delaying possibility of things moving forward. You may be curious and you may be like, hey, do I belong here? But you can lose an afternoon, evening, or whole day, or several of them on a vacation type environment if things are going right with your BFF and you're actually falling for them. Next, they're always in your thoughts, how their day is going, how you could make their life better. If they're thinking of you, the challenges they may be having, and you care what happens with their outcome, even if it doesn't necessarily go to your favor or favor what you'd like to see happen. So even if it means that you don't see them as much or you're not connected with them as much as you'd like to be, you want them to have the best quality of life possible. And so then you begin to start to look for ways to improve their life even when they're not around. The next is you feel comfortable being vulnerable around them and they with you. So there's a reciprocity of vulnerability that comes when you're beginning or in the mid stages of an attraction to a best friend or person in that role. This doesn't necessarily mean that it's always going to happen that way, but if you begin to feel that you can be more open about things you wouldn't be with a prospective partner or haven't been with a past partner, it may very well be that you are beginning to fall for your best friend. And so the next thing there is you're more concerned with your looks when you're around them. Now, this could be something as simple as changing your hair. This could be something as simple as kind of looking at it from the perspective of, how can I make things work for me? How can I move forward? That sort of thing. But at the end of the day, the question becomes, am I really getting to a positive and meaningful place? Or am I just kind of like trying to improve how I look just to get their attention? If you notice that you're wondering what they're thinking of how you look on a more consistent basis than you normally would, that can also be an indicator of that run of hey, potential attraction or something going in the direction of attraction that is unexpected to you. Now, unexpected doesn't necessarily mean negative or positive. It just means, hey, I wasn't expecting that to come about. In any event, another thing to think about is the potential of having an attraction level to them based on them coming forward in you almost being possessive over them. So, for some people, attraction leads to insecurity and anxiety in the form of possessiveness. Now, this doesn't necessarily make you a bad person unless you are trying to control a person through this and you become manipulative by default or unconsciously and then change your behavior. But attraction happens, and many times people don't even realize it's happening in the middle or in the run of things. The next thing is kind of looking at that possessiveness as is it coming from a place of love or is it coming from a place of control or fear of loss? All of those are things to look at. The next is if you're dreaming of them on a consistent basis or even relatively consistently, Dreams are the indication of the emotions that the mind can't process in the waking world. So, if you're dreaming of them on a continual basis, it can lead to some challenges, especially if you haven't confronted your emotions around this person yet. And the last thing is, if you are consistently involved in their life and involved in multiple aspects of their life, and they're comfortable with this, and you are too. So, those are just indicators of potential attraction. So, hopefully, this is helpful. Keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.